to find running room, gets across the line of scrimmage for 25, and E.J. Holland tackles him from behind. The clock is running with 20 seconds to go. The Packers out in front by 25 points, and this is the first Super Bowl. 10 seconds to go. The Packers standing around, not willing to get off another play necessarily. The Kansas City Chiefs are willing to walk to the sideline, and the Kansas City Chiefs, many of them, are walking toward the Green Bay Packers. Cheryl Hedrick shaking the hand of Bart Starr. All of them have come over and are talking to the Packers. That's the end of the game with the final score. Green Bay 35 and Kansas City 10. We expect to be able to go to the Green Bay Packers dressing room in a few moments, where George Radaman and Pat Summerall are, and we'll be talking with the Packers and, of course, their winning coach, Vince Lombardi.
And with 5 seconds left, the Raiders have used their last timeout. No, they have not used it. The clock is running once again. And they get the play off before the clock stops, complete to Warren Wells. Wells, however, is grabbed by Nitke, and they come to town to end the ball game. Green Bay 33, Oakland 14, the end of the game.
Second world championship.
I hope this is a habit.
It's become a semi-habit, Benny. Congratulations for the second year in a row. Wonderful performance by a fine football club and a great coach.
And here's City Brave. All right, here's Unitas again. The pass to Richardson. He has the ball. The game is over. The New York Jets are the world champions. They have upset the Baltimore Colts and beat them handily here today. They not only defeated them, but held them. Here's Shula going over. They shut out the Jets, or the Colts, till the last 3 minutes and 19 seconds of the game.
Running with the ball is Robert Holmes. The tackle is made by Lonnie Warwick. The Vikings do not stop the clock, and you can count it down yourself. The score is 23-7. We're going to go to both dressing rooms. Stram is already on the shoulders of his players. And after being vanquished by Green Bay in 1967, the Chiefs are the champions of pro football.
Dick Mansperger, and Bob Griffin, and Kurt Mosher, and so many others responsible for bringing the Dallas Cowboys within now only 5 seconds of the championship of the National Football League, winner of the Vince Lombardi Trophy, and the man they say is unemotional, Tom Landry, the only coach the Cowboys have ever had. That's the end of the game and the final score. The Dallas Cowboys 24, the Miami Dolphins 3.
And Garo Yepremian, Kurt, has got to be the happiest man in the stadium.
They even get in the playoffs, and now he watches the clock tick away as Shula has won his Super Bowl. The Miami Dolphins have defeated the Washington Redskins. Now the clock, there's the gun, and Miami has won Super Bowl 7. The final score, Miami 14, and Washington 7.
Bob Kuchenberg leaves. Wayne Moore leaves. Irv Goody comes in. The Miami Dolphin fans, some 12,000 strong, count off the final seconds as the Miami Dolphins have duplicated Super Bowls 1 and 2, where the Packers won back-to-back championships, and with a resounding and overwhelming victory, the Miami Dolphins have made it 2 in a row.
Frankie Harris says, we're number 1, and he's been number 1 today, the most valuable player. We're down now to 15 seconds to go. The Steeler fans counting it off. The Vikings trying to line up. An awesome physical team were the Steelers today. Up goes Harris. Joe Green. Pittsburgh the Super Bowl champs. Chuck Knowles up there. Pittsburgh wins it 16-6. Have some trouble. To the Vikings, another bitter loss for them, but their organization has been here 3 times now in the last 6 years.
This most certainly the last play of Super Bowl 10, unless we have a penalty. Staubach pumps, fires.
That's all.
Picked off in the end zone by Glenn Edwards, and he's going to bring it out. This one is over. Edwards is down at the 28, and the Steelers repeat. Years of Super Bowls come to an end with Pittsburgh's Chuck Knowles, a repeat champion. They beat Minnesota last year, and now they have defeated the wild card team from the NFC, the Dallas Cowboys, coached by Tom Landry.
Well, it's a great compliment to both teams to play in this game, and of course a terrific compliment to Chuck Noll and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's difficult to win it the first time, Pat, as you know, but even more difficult to come back and win it the second time. So it's a great compliment to these people.
This is Pat Summerall saying again, the final score at Super Bowl 10, Pittsburgh 21, Dallas 17.
Look at this. This looks like the old game of, what do you call it? Scrum?
Yeah, the old rugby match. There it is.
We're at a countdown.
Counting down is right. There he is.
That's a job. That's the toughest job Oakland's had today. Lifting John Madden up. They got him up there. 250 pounds. Off they go. And the Raiders have won the Super Bowl championship. They are the world champs, and they did it most decisively and very impressively with a final score, Oakland 32 and Minnesota 14.
I don't say that the Cowboys were sure that they were going to win, but before the game started, a Cowboy official, who I won't mention, gave me tickets to their victory party. Does that sound confident?
Yeah, it sounds like they have a chance to win it, doesn't it?
That's Tex Schramm with Landry, the president of the Cowboys. And there he goes. Dallas has defeated Denver in Super Bowl number 12. Dallas 27, Denver 10. Landry still calm, still collected. We'll put on another ring.
They recovered it, and that's number 20. Good old Rocky Bleier for the Steeler fans. Chuck Knowles about to win his team, the first team in history to win 3 Super Bowl titles. The best Super Bowl game of them all. They had a great win in Super Bowl 10. This was even better. Chuck Noll goes off. He has won his 3rd Super Bowl title. The Cowboys came back with 2 touchdowns, and there were 66 points scored. And for those that said that they don't score in Super Bowls, this one showed that they can.
Yeah, it's like a fraternity. Just been informed that the MVP for this contest is picked by Sport Magazine, and their panel of voters is Terry Bradshaw. And that's certainly something that you could not argue with. Noll and the Steelers then, victorious in Super Bowl 14.
A lot of respect for one another. They kept saying it all week. If we execute, we'll win.
Jaworski intercepted. Rod Martin, can you believe it? 3 interceptions today, and the Raiders have it back. And if Plunkett's the offensive star, the defensive star is Rod Martin. He's got the hat trick. Final seconds tick away. Jim Plunkett leads the Oakland Raiders to Super Bowl 15 victory, and Plunkett is announced as the most valuable player. The final score, Oakland 27, Philadelphia 10.
That Joe Montana, the 49ers' fine young quarterback who had such a great year, has been named by the writers and broadcasters the most valuable player. Here's what he told us would happen to him, at least, if the 49ers won the Super Bowl.
Backflip, I probably would. I'd be, one of the 45, 50 happiest guys in the country at the time.
And Bill Walsh on the shoulders. All right.
That's the greatest feeling in the world. That's what it's all about. You know, for this team, for this coach, for this owner, for this town, they'll never forget this day. Now Joe Montana is saying he took the football. He doesn't have to control his excitement anymore.
San Francisco, what a remarkable story. 26-21, they are the world champion San Francisco 49ers.
He's gone! Touchdown, Washington Redskins! Holy cow, what a play! 42-yard touchdown run on 4th and a foot. John Riggins has given the Redskins the lead in Super Bowl 17. Washington Redskins, number 1 in the world! Super Bowl champs!
In my mind, what was emblazoned there was Terry Bradshaw, Namath, running off the field, waving his finger. And at that moment, ball went up, finger went up, and we were champions of the world.
For the first time since 1942, the Washington Redskins have an NFL championship.
Wilson gives to Hawkins. Hawkins just happy to hang on. Curtis Jordan made the stop. Number 18's about to be history. And the Lombardi Trophy will go to the Los Angeles Raiders. A very young team, but a super team. Flores on the shoulder. Largest margin of victory in a Super Bowl.
They dominated totally in the playoffs, but they definitely have met their match with the 49ers as Marino loses the ball moving away from the center but then covers. Final seconds ticking away. And Bill Walsh, who became a head coach so late in life after many years as an assistant coach at Cincinnati, San Diego, Oakland, and then collegiately at Stanford, is being carried off on the shoulders of his players. Low-key, takes a great deal of personal interest in his players.
Frank, they did a terrific job.
An imagination to offense perhaps no other coach has in this game.
They're getting ready to carry. Ditka doesn't want to go yet. He says, wait till I see that final second. Who's going to argue with Perry? He wins most of those. Walter Payton, Mike Ditka, hungry Chicago, finally champions on this January day in New Orleans. 46-10, the final.
Jim Burt and his son. You talk about a look-alike. That kid's playing nose tackle in kindergarten. He goes one-on-one. Look at the size of that guy. Look, he's going nose to nose, head to head.
Like he could wear the same jersey.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they butt each other. That's how they say good morning. They give each other a butt. This place is going to be packed. Getting out, you can't get out anyway.
Well, you might as well stay, I guess. Kubiak down by Dorsey. And Pepper Johnson.
And Eric Howard. And Parcells is up on the shoulders of the offensive lineman.
He's saying not yet. It's okay, Bill. It's okay. You got it.
The final score. The Giants 39, the Broncos 10. Stay tuned for the post-game show and the presentation of the Vince Lombardi Trophy.
His line has helped that team pick up 603 total yards. And Doug Williams and the Skins will run off one more play, and then the celebration will begin.
This ends what has been a class week for the Washington Redskins and Doug Williams in particular. Our congratulations to Joe Gibbs, the Redskins, and in particular Doug Williams. sensational. And how much farther could we be from Tampa? How long ago that must seem to Doug Williams.
He's the Super Bowl MVP, and the Redskins the Super Bowl champs. 42-10. Stay with us for post-game activities coming up next.
Load in that 2-minute period. They have done it throughout the year. Montana has to be the best big game quarterback I've ever watched play.
Form in on the left side. They'll flood that side. Mazazen will throw up the big one, hoping that something will ricochet. It doesn't. It's knocked to the ground by the 49ers, and that's it. The game is over. San Francisco has won Super Bowl 23. Jerry Rice, the hero for the 49ers, and Bill Walsh will get the ride. We wonder if it's his last as head coach.
Gets away from a sack, gets away from another sack, gets a block. First down, out of bounds, stops the clock.
Football family, there's no higher honor than winning the Super Bowl. There's no better feeling than this feeling right now. Because this year, you're the best. George Seifert in his first year, and they can never take it away.
What a year they had. 3 times the MVP. The final score again, the 49ers 55, the Denver Broncos 10.
Timeout, New York. Now Norwood tries to kick his longest ever on grass. 47 yards. 8 seconds left. Adam Lingner will snap it. No good. Wide right.
There are photographers and people all over the field, but the clock still has 4 seconds on it. When you keep the ball for over 40 minutes of a ball game, your offensive line did a wonderful job.
That should do it. The Redskins are the world champions.
Leon Lett will have a lot to talk about on the way home. 17 seconds. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
You're protecting me now.
The first coach to win the National Collegiate Championship title and the Super Bowl. Jimmy Johnson, age 49. And Mama and Papa down there in Port Arthur, Texas. I'm sure they're standing and saluting right now. No distractions, but a great quarterback and a great young defense. And a team now is this, you got to start talking already, Dynasty Dallas, the 90s. I mean, where can they go except to be one of the best for a long time?
The NFC East is going to have to start drafting, trading, and acquiring talent to beat these guys.
30-13, and here's a big surprise. Emmitt Smith is the Rozelle Award winner as the most valuable player, and Bernie Kosar will get a snap, be able to say at least when he wears the ring, yes, I played in Atlanta in 1994. Congratulations, Dallas. Buffalo, there are no words. First time that Aikman's gone down in the game, sacked by the press. 30-13 Dallas. The Dallas dynasty is real. Back it up, how many more years for a runner that's only 24 and is the best in his profession?
The San Francisco 49ers routinely pay that price, as do the Dallas Cowboys, as their coordinators move on.
49ers leading by 23. Humphreys putting it up, and it is out of the end zone
And why not? Dion out of the end zone winds up with the football. He gets the game ball. And Steve Young, the first to throw 6 touchdown passes in a Super Bowl game. 49-26.
And the perhaps least likely of stars, Larry Brown, will be the most valuable player. Only the second defensive back to win that honor in a Super Bowl. Miami's Jake Scott. There's the other. Last play. O'Donnell heaves it as far as he can. And the Cowboys come down with the interception. And it is Brock Marion. Final score. Dallas 27. Pittsburgh 17. Charles Haley, by the way, 5 Super Bowl rings. Haley becomes the first to have one finger and the thumb.
Watch him. Here's Craig Newsome here, and he's going to unload on Frisbee. He's going to knock the ball out. Watch as it comes up here. Now he reacts, and he sees it. Now watch right there. Boom! He just hit him and knocked everything out of Frisbee.
Even made me say boom.
That's one of the first booms of your life.
Yeah.
But that was Craig Newsome. Williams gets the interception, but it was really Craig Newsome's. You know who I voted for?
Yep. From a guy who was almost cut in training camp. The first special team player ever to win the Super Bowl MVP title.
And this is what it's all about. Winning a championship.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
The greatest moment of your life. You'll never forget it. They could never take it away.
Brett Favre's dad. He has to be swelling up proud. The final score here at Super Bowl 31 is the Green Bay Packers 35, the New England Patriots 21.
They've reserved his spot in the Hall of Fame. This man probably will get there too, but Elway's a cinch to go to Canton when he is eligible. You know, after he lost to Jacksonville last year, he went home and his sister called him and he broke down crying. His kids, his 4 children, had never seen their dad cry before. Many of you remember when your dads cry, how important it is. It was a low moment of his great career. This then will become the highest moment. The completion of a great career, a Super Bowl championship for John Elway and the Denver Broncos.
I think it's the one that put it over the edge. I got to believe a lot of people voted for
They
John
had to.
Elway.
I mean, who else would you?
What a class guy this guy is, though, Dan Reeves, and what he's been through, personally, physically. Elway, the most valuable player. Grabbed first by Neil Smith, then by Shannon Sharp, and then by Mike Shanahan.
John Elway can be the most valuable player for a lot of years, can't he? I think that's what John Elway's doing. He can't stop giggling, and I know that feeling. I've been there, I've seen that, and all you do is walk around and giggle.
And you know, the Falcons, they're not the champions. They lose 34-19, but they had so many chances, and that has to linger with them for a long time.
After the timeout, from the 10, probably the final play of the game in regulation. It is caught by Dyson. Can he get in? No, he cannot. Mike Jones made the tackle. And the Rams have won the Super Bowl.
No line. The game is over. The game is over.
Now every Super Bowl should have an ending such as this. Down on the 1-yard line, a terrific play call, trying to give Dyson an opportunity to break a tackle.
Mike Jones, the linebacker.
Many people will wonder, why didn't they throw the football into the end zone? Well, the end zone is defended by about 7 defensive backs. You try to throw it underneath and hope one of your athletes makes a play. If this is a defensive back trying to make this tackle, Dyson doesn't go down quite as quickly. Mike Jones deserves an awful lot of credit for being right there on the spot.
There was a movie called The Longest Yard. There is your sequel.
The only other person that I could have thought of was Rob Burnett, because he was really a tone setter in the first few series, putting a lot of pressure on Kerry Collins. But other than that, you got to go with Ray Lewis. He's the heart and soul of this football team.
That's it. The Baltimore Ravens, for the first time in their franchise history, are Super Bowl champions with their emotional leader, their heart and soul, given the Super Bowl MVP trophy, Ray Lewis.
2 of the greatest kicks that I've ever seen in my life.
Here comes one of greater importance if he makes it, and it's right down the pipe. Adam Vinatieri. No time on the clock, and the Patriots have won Super Bowl 36. Unbelievable.
That's the way you should win a Super Bowl. I mean, they come in here against all odds. They were backed up. They had no timeouts, and they drove the ball down and got in field goal position. That was a great, great drive.
I'll tell you what, there's Bob Kraft, Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots.
Oh.
Find me somebody to hug. Bledsoe and Brady.
I'll tell you, Tom Brady is one of those guys who will headbutt you to get ready for a game, and he looks like he'll headbutt you to finish a game. And it's going to be the best time of your life. You really want to make a memory. And I think that's what Brad Johnson is doing right now. I think that's what all the Buccaneer players and coaches and fans and everyone, you have to remember this all your life.
That's tipped, and that's a 5th pick of the game by Dwight Smith. And again, Dwight Smith is going to take it down the sideline into the end zone. Wow. Just as I'm learning that Dexter Jackson has been named the most valuable player of the game for his 2 picks, Dwight Smith gets his 2nd and his 2nd touchdown.
And I'll tell you, and he's playing because, again, that's the defense that the Bucs played this whole game. Was 4 defensive linemen, 2 linebackers, 5 defensive backs, and Dwight Smith was that 5th or extra defensive back.
Terry kicks it deep. From the 1-yard line, it's Rod Smart. The 20. Runs out of room, and the Panthers run out of time. Patriots claimed their 2nd Super Bowl championship in 3 years. We've talked about it in this era of free agency and player movement. That's as close to a dynasty as you're ever going to find.
It's going to be almost impossible for them to have a completed pass and run another play. They're going to have to really hustle.
They got to throw 2 Hail Marys. Down the middle of the field, and the pass is picked off by Harrison. Rodney Harrison takes it in, and 9 seconds remain, and the New England Patriots are on their way to solidifying their team as an NFL dynasty.
And Freddie Mitchell started the week by saying, "I got something for you, Rodney Harrison." Rodney Harrison finishes the week saying, "I got something for you, Freddie Mitchell."
In the 60s, you think of Green Bay. In the 70s, the Steelers. In the 80s, the San Francisco 49ers. The Cowboys in the 90s. And the New England Patriots will be the first dynasty of the 21st century.
And I think the thing, Joe, that was so impressive to me watching the New England Patriots here tonight is, you know, yeah, there were some things that went against them early in this ball game, but every time they had to step up and make a play, they made a play. Now they just got Bill Belichick and his father with the Gatorade bath.
How about that? Even Steve got to experience the Gatorade bath here.
That's it. And it's another 3-point victory for the New England Patriots in a Super Bowl.
as they'll end it on a kneel down. Polamalu will be the safety valve here, and the Pittsburgh Steelers 7-5, and wouldn't have made the playoffs 2 months ago. Run the entire table with 8 wins, regular and post, all of them in postseason on the road.
Bill Cowher was saying that he wanted to get this one to give owner Dan Rooney his 5th Super Bowl ring. He did that.
And finally, after those 4 Super Bowl wins in the 70s, one of the great dynasties in the history of sports, they finally, in 2005, the 2005 season, on February 5th, 2006, they finally get the one for the thumb.
That's his 100-yard game to answer to Thomas Jones' 100-yard performance.
See, I got to tell you the truth.
The Super Bowl and their wives. Every employee was brought down, from the cafeteria staff, janitorial staff, grounds crew. They're all here to see the Colts of Indianapolis win Super Bowl 41.
Brady steps up, throws, downfield, broken up. 2 seconds left as the Giants take over. The Giants have won the Super Bowl.
And indeed, they looked upstairs, they confirmed it is a fumble, and the Pittsburgh Steelers become the first franchise in history to win 6 Super Bowls.
They have to get 5 here. They have to get it across. 4th and goal. Manning. Incomplete. The Saints are going to do it. Tried to hit Reggie Wayne.
The game, and they kept the Colts offense off the field.
Mr. Benson, their owner since 1985, in his 25th year, the one who hired Mickey Loomis and Sean Payton, signed Drew Brees. Brees was one that could have been playing here as his home stadium, but the Dolphins, you know what, they just cast too much doubt. They were too suspicious that his shoulder wasn't going to heal, and Brees didn't like the attitude and the vibe. He said, New Orleans wanted me.
Yeah, that's right. They wanted him. Sean Payton said, come down here. I will let you help me design this offense. I'd say it worked out pretty well in 4 years.
A franchise that was born 8 months after the first Super Bowl game. They struggled for years. They have been the full embodiment of their community. A sign of hope. Through the Saints, they sought respect. And I tell you, Mardi Gras is about to break out here in Miami.
The final snap of Super Bowl 45. The Green Bay Packers have won the Super Bowl. The Lombardi Trophy is coming home.
Rob Gronkowski in just to try for the jump ball and the Hail Mary here.
From the 49. Brady, barring a defensive foul, the game ends here to the end zone. Hernandez is there, tipped and batted. Gronkowski can't get it. Incomplete. And the New York Giants, given last rites by many in December, are the Super Bowl champs in February.
Rob Gronkowski came close. And Eli Manning has done it again. What an incredible year by Eli Manning.
So it's going to be a delay and a little excess of 34 minutes now.
Let's go.
Special teams coverage out of Denver with a kick return and a punt return for touchdowns by Trendon Holiday. And he booms this one. That takes the fair catch free kick out of play. And it's Ginn to the 40. Still on his feet at the 50. And the Ravens have won it 34-31. The Super Bowl belongs to Baltimore.
And that should be it. Dominant performance across the board. Pete Carroll, the Seattle Seahawks, winding their way. 15 seconds away officially. And the first world championship in franchise history. As they win it here at MetLife Stadium, 43-8. The Seahawks are world champs.
Remember on the left. Play clock at 5. Pass is intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler. Unreal. Malcolm Butler, who almost made the phenomenal play that wound up in Purse's arms. There are flags on the field for celebration. Amazing. Butler, a rookie free agent out of West Alabama.
They try to pick play, Al. They tried to go here, but he beats them to the punch. And I'm sorry, but I can't believe the call.
Me neither.
I cannot believe the call. You've got Marshawn Lynch in the backfield. You've got a guy that's been borderline unstoppable in this part of the field. I can't believe the call.
And there is Brady. As demonstrative as ever, and Richard Sherman going, what? The sky was falling in early October. There's a lot of bright sunshine right now in Foxborough and all over New England. And after the wackiest lead-up to a Super Bowl ever, the New England Patriots are the NFL champions.
Give them room, guys. Give them room. So please put 1 second on the game clock. 1 second.
Mercifully, they run it down to 1 second. The first to ever get to 200 wins. Some of the records. And now two-time Super Bowl champion. A final star turn it is for Peyton. And the Denver Broncos have taken Super Bowl 50.
Toss to White. He's in. Patriots win the Super Bowl. Brady has his 5th. What a comeback.
When the knee goes down, where's the ball? I don't know what they'd do if they had to overturn this, but it looked to me like the ball was across. And what an effort by James White, who's had himself a heck of a ball game. There was contact by Ricardo Allen, and yet he's able to get across the goal line. What a game by the New England Patriots and Tom Brady.
34-28, the final in overtime, and the Patriots have redefined the word momentum here tonight.
Let him run freely off this ball.
Brady under pressure, escapes the sack, launching one for the end zone. It's a jump ball and it's incomplete. And Gronk was there. And time runs out.
This is the end of the game.
And for the Philadelphia Eagles, the long drought is over. Finally.
Belichick's going to become the oldest coach, supplanting Tom Coughlin, who was 65 when he beat the Patriots in Super Bowl 46. And there it is. The dynasty continues.
Yeah, they're going to run around or just throw this thing up and try to run out the rest of this clock.
And they have done it. Chiefs are Super Bowl champions here in Miami as they win it here in Super Bowl 54.
When the Super Bowl ended, the ball would be in the hands of Tom Brady.
I don't know why we ever think it won't. It's gotten almost not realistic in anything that we've ever thought. This guy just changes the mold of the way we think and continues, and there's Spagnuolo telling him.
I have no answers for you tonight. That's what he's saying.
And right here, here's Brady saying, hey,
keep in touch, he says.
Here's looking at you, kid.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have a second Super Bowl title in franchise history.
And Tom Brady doesn't pass the torch quite yet to Mahomes, does he? Even though
you're looking at the greatest right there.
Burrow trying to keep it going, gets spun down, gets it away, and incomplete. It looked like P-Ron might have had a shot to make the grab, but the Rams now running down to celebrate with a defensive play.
And guess who? Guess
of course.
who? I mean, you don't even have to think about it. Do not even have to think about it.
Pointing to the ring finger. But the Rams were built to win the Super Bowl, and they have sealed the deal. Butker up, got it. Now some rushers come, going to throw it as far as his arm can take it, which is well short. The Kansas City Chiefs have won Super Bowl 57.
Super Bowl 57 MVP quarterback Patrick Mahomes.
Not man one of y'all said the Chiefs were going to win it, and look at us now.
Can only feel the number of people out there being like, what's going on?
First and goal. Mahomes flings it.
It's there! Hardman! Jackpot! Kansas City!
And this was the Andy Reid special. This was the Andy Reid special we talked about. He was saving all day. He's going to fake a motion to go across. And at that moment, he turns and goes back. Hardman, who they didn't have, right? And they go get Hardman and bring him back. And the game-winning drive of Mahomes' career, he's been waiting for. He's won Super Bowls, but he's never had it in an overtime. He is the best. He is the standard. Your Michael Jordan wins it again.
For the second time, the Vince Lombardi Trophy is headed to Philadelphia. Eagles fly in Super Bowl 59.
Whoa, watch the camera, guys. Camera, guys. We gotta get it.
Trevion Henderson trying to get to the sideline. Keeps going to the 29. And that will do it. Seattle reigns above them all in the NFL. The Seahawks, Super Bowl champions for the second time.
He deserved that, Pat. What an incredible job he's done.
shot. Take it all in. Take it all in.